So let's start our today's session. In last session, we have seen that the basics of Adobe Form we have seen, right? Just going to mute everyone. Just a second. So, if you are not speaking, please mute from your side because I get disturbed. Fine. So we can start our session now. Okay. So in our last class, we have seen that the basics of Adobe Form, about the introduction, right? When the partnership was done between the Adobe and SAP, the year was 2002, right? Uh, this Adobe Form is having the extra functionality like interactiveness. We can interact with the Adobe Form, and Adobe Form runs on the Java stack, not on the ABAP stack, right? There are differences between SAP Smart Forms and SAP Interactive Forms, how to use functionally, and what are the functional differences, like which one we are supposed to use in what scenario, because a smart form also provides a lot of functionality and there are also a lot of benefits present in this smart form. So that has been described under this OSS note. At the last of our tutorial, that means our last of this Adobe Form class, we will go and see what are the important differences and where we are supposed to use which particular technology. Okay, this is a program which makes a SOAP web services on the ADS and generates the PDF document. So these things we have seen, right? We have seen over here what are the benefits of the Adobe Form. It's open standard. Then interactive behavior can be achieved. One interface can be used in multiple Adobe Form. No smart style here required, because directly in the layout designer itself we are having a lot many font style and all options that will be looking into that. It's platform independent, right? Adobe is platform independent, like on any kind of operating system we can open, we can use it. Adobe Acrobat should be installed over there. Fine. The transaction for the Adobe Form is SFP, right? There are two main components to be installed in order to run, in order to create the Adobe Form: Adobe Document Server (ADS) and Adobe Lifecycle Designer. This is the tool through which we are going to create our Adobe Form. This is one website we have seen. There you can get more information, and here we have seen that interface and Adobe Form layout is connected with the context. So if you want to use some variable which have been used in this interface, whether it can be the global variable or import parameter, okay, that can be used with the help of context. We can drag from the interface and we can put into the context. Whatever we will put into the context, that will be used in this Adobe Form. Let's start our today's topic, the floating field. What is this floating field? So floating field is nothing but, for example, suppose you have, right here, Ram, it's a mango, right? Ram, it's orange. So here you can see that this mango and orange, Ram can eat any fruits, right? So this value can change. This value can be dynamic. This fruits value can be dynamic. So if you want to populate some value dynamically in a string or in a text in Adobe Form, that is known as the floating field. How to populate a field dynamically in the Adobe form? Let's go and see. I'm logged into the system over here. SFP is the transaction to open the Adobe form. So I have just written SAP and pressed enter. It's taking some time. Maybe the server is slow. It's a demo server. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's very slow. So I think the connection is now lost. Once again I have to log in. So let me log in over here and go to SAP transaction once again. And here in the last class we have created Z Adobe demo, and here Z Adobe demo field, floating field or float value. Okay, we will be using this one. Click on this create button and demo for populating floating value, populating float value. Interface, the interface which we have, this interface we have created ZIF Adobe demo in the last class. So you can see that the same interface I'm using over here, right? So one interface can be used in multiple Adobe form. So the same interface, this is a different Adobe form, but the same interface I'm trying to use it over here. Okay, our requirement is over here that I want to get one import parameter, right? What I will do, that I will go into the interface, double click on this interface and create one import parameter. So go into the change mode first so that you will be able to do the changes over here. IM underscore fruit, I want to write it over here. Type, give this char 10 or char 20, and now just save it. So one import parameter just I have defined so that I can use this one in the Adobe form. Okay, check this. Now it's fine. Activate this interface. Just go back, go into the change mode, and now come to this import, and now this IM underscore fruit is populating in the left side, that means under the interface. Drag and drop from left to right so that I can use in the Adobe form. Now click on this layout, or here also we can click. So it's loading now, and now it is opened over here. I have to populate one text field over here. So to populate the text field, what you will have to do, you'll have to go to insert, go to a standard and click on the text field over here. This is the text. Okay, text, I want to just create a text. So this is one way. Another way what you can do that. So one way, I went to the insert over here, standard, and here we have in text. Okay, another way what you can do, you can go to the palette, object library, click on this object library over here, and just drag and drop this particular tool here as per your convenient. And here also you can get the text option. So you can see the text field, text option is here. I'm interested in this text because I want to write one string. Okay, now let's change the field over here. Ram, it's mango. So this mango over here is the floating field. Okay, so I will write this fruit like this. Okay, but this will not work. How you'll have to write? You will have to write fruit only. Okay, you have to write fruit only. After that you have to select it, right click over here. Okay, and then you have one option, floating field over here. Click on this floating field and automatically this curly braces has been has come over here. Now remove this text field, this particular and this text underscore field, and what a value with which you want to bind it, you will have to bind. So what I will do that, this text field we are having over here, I just want uh, I want to edit this one. I'm not able to edit it. Just a second. Let me write fruit and right click once again, floating field. Okay, it's not taking that one. Maybe I'll have to change its caption. Okay, so just I'm going to close this one now. It's not required. Here, click on this text field. Text field, sunken box. I will let you know what is this. This sunken box and all. This value read only, calculated read only, that's fine. We'll understand the meaning of all these things. And the binding over here, the use name, this text field is there. So here just change the fruits. Okay, fruit, press enter. It's not taking, so I think we cannot change it over here, so that's not a problem. Let it be like this only, text field only. So Ram, it's this text field, and text field, what we are going to do, we are going to bind with the import parameter. So click on this value, click on this binding and come over here. You have the data binding option over here. You can see this. Okay, so remember this step. Suppose sometimes you will not get this object and all. For the binding, suppose if you want to bind this value, and if you're not getting that object field, what you will have to do, you'll have to go to the palette, and here you will see the option object. Okay, very important. Once again, I'm going to tell you, many times you will feel that from where that is coming and not coming. Sometimes people get confused. So the very simple thing, what we'll have to remember, that it comes from the palettes. Go to the palettes, click on these palettes. Okay, and we'll get the option over there, the objects. So just I'm trying to click on this palette. It's slow. Yeah, now it has come. Click on this object and you can see that this object is coming over here, right? And this is based upon the context. Here this is simply populating. If you select it, if you just select it accordingly, this value and the option will be determined. Okay, so this is a context based determination, dynamic determination. Okay, I'm going to select this text field once again, and you can see that now the binding option is coming. Here we have to bind with the value im underscore fruit. So how I did, I clicked over here, this option is coming here, use Z Adobe demo float value and then the im underscore fruit. What is the Z Adobe demo float value? This is my form name. This is the main data header. If you click on this data view, here you can see that just I want to expand it little bit. System is a bit slow, so it's yeah, now it is fine. You can see that Z Adobe demo float value, and here im underscore fruit. Okay, so I have to bind with this value. So how to bind? Come over here, right, and come over here, select this one, and now this value will be binded. Okay, so bind it with the im underscore fruit. You can see that dollar dot im underscore fruit. Okay, that means some previous value is there. Okay, and with that value is having one parameter called im underscore fruit. With that, this value is binded. You can also change the font and all. This RAM, we'll see that one later. Let's see how the value is going to populate or not. Okay, so RAM over here, accessibility. So now this is fine, and suppose if you want to change the font and all. Okay, you want to change the font and all, however it's okay. Now the size is fine. If you want to see its preview here itself, not by running, click on this preview PDF option, and font and all, it will show you at this point of time itself how it looks like. It is looking like this, so it's fine. It's not a small, not big also, so it's good. We can now generate the PDF. Okay, so just save it and check the syntax. Now activate this one, and now it is activated. So after activation, we will run this Adobe form. When we run this Adobe form, it will invoke the function module which has been generated after the activation. That function module can be seen from here also, I think, utilities, and that's not coming over here, no issue. In a smart form, under the environment, that function module or system, somewhere that comes, but here we are not having that option. I'm not able to see. No problem. When we run this one, that function module will be generated over here. You can see that is coming 348. This is a function module. Here you can give the fruit, whatever the fruit. Let's give the banana over here and run this. So it should display Ram it's a banana. This is how we can achieve the floating value in the, you can see the Ram it's a banana. Okay, this is coming in capital. So if you want to make it, whatever you are writing, or so means whatever you are giving, it's everything making capital, right? So we'll be having one option over there. We'll have to just search the option over there, and we'll be able to find that option. Come over here and run. It's we are having this text field, and text field, go to the palettes once again, and here you're having the font option. Okay, let's see if we are having that option. So different option actually we are having. One option somewhere you will get that either you want to mark it capital or a small, so it automatically it will or whatever you are entering, that it should preserve the font. Okay, so I'm looking into that option. It is not coming over here, so maybe somewhere else I will find layout. Just a second. Go to design and this text field. Just select this text field, and here the layout we are having. Here also there is no option. Click on this object, binding underscore fruit. This is fine. Value read only. Field okay, I'm not able to see, but that option will be there somewhere. Okay, so no problem, we'll see that option somewhere. We'll find that one. Let's go ahead, and once again we'll give some another fruit's name, and we'll see what we are getting the output. Just run this once again, and this time I'm going to give the orange. Run this and give the LP01 as a printer, print preview, and RAM it's orange, it's coming. Only the problem is that whatever we are giving the value, it's getting converted, but the option will be there somewhere. I'm not able to find. That's not a big issue. We'll find that one. Another point, now I would just like to take your attention over here, that suppose this is your text field. Okay, you have the text field over here. So I just expanded it a little more, and now this text field, if you just select this one, just you select this one here, and if you go to the object, the property text is there. So for the property text, right, for the property set, just go to the layout, and just a second, actually I have to select this one. and go to the object. Something is getting wrong. Yeah, so this actually I'm willing to show you. Okay, so select this only text field, and here you can see that the different options is coming over here. Sunken box, right? What is the meaning of this appearance? None, right? Underlined, solid box, sunken box, custom also we are having, right? This, so this field, the text underscore field, you can uh, you can select the appearance as the sunken box. Sunken box means it will like something, sunk, means some, in Hindi we tell like, so if something is going to dub gaya, it's like inside. It will, the feeling will be like that it is inside. Okay, so that's the sunken box. Now we want to see that, how all this appearance is going to look like. Okay, so just select this text field over here, right? I'm going to give this as a sunken box. Close this, I don't require now. The object is fine over here. This is for the sunken box. Copy this complete text field. I'm just going to copy and paste it once again. So you can copy and paste any element from the Adobe form, in the Adobe Form Designer. Okay, copy and paste once again over here. Okay, so ramets, this is for the sunken box. Another, I want to just show you, if we're going to choose the none, so for the none it will not come anything. For the none it will not come anything. For this text box, underline or solid box. Solid box means the solid box you will get. Okay, means from all around you will get one box. Okay, and underline means you will get one underline. That's the meaning. So maybe for underline also we can copy and paste it over here. So this is how you can test. So there are so many things in the Adobe form. So just giving you some example over here. Select this text box, and now why that option is not coming? Yeah, here that option is coming, but in this case the option is not coming. Yeah, now it's coming over here, right? So here select this underlined. Okay, so the proper selection should be there because this is the context based. Okay, this gets dynamically generated based upon the things what you select. Just save it, check the syntax and activate. So click on this activate now and activate. So it's taking some time because the server is slow. Okay, and it's trying to activate. It got activated. Good. Press F8 and we'll give some value over there. Any value, just I'm going to give graphs. So now press F8 and here LP01 print preview. Okay, so RAM its graphs sunken box, right? The graphs over here we are having. Okay, but here you can see that here there is no underline, nothing is coming. Why it's not coming? It should come. It should come. Based upon the different selection, it should come. What's going wrong over here? Let's just try to understand if something is getting wrong. Let me select once again over here. Sunken box we have selected. This is the text field. That's fine. Limit length, combo of appearance. So okay, with this the text field it's not working. Let's try with this text label. At least it should work with the text label text field. This is a simple text and this is the text field. Let's try with the text field. Okay, so like that, it's a text over here, and here the input value, whatever you want to get it, that you can get it over here. Okay, so do one thing. What I will do that quickly, we will use the text field. So automatically also we can generate the text field. How we can do that? Go to the data view and just drag and drop. The manual, we are doing over here the manual binding. So one thing is that directly we can go to the palette, and from the object library, right, we can drag and drop the text field. Okay, and then we can bind the input value on the text field with the value of this I_fruit. That is one way. Another very simple way, just drag and drop over here. Automatically it will create the text field. You can see that automatically it is creating the text field. From here you can select the multiple value based upon your requirement. Now I_fruit, this description automatically it's taking char 20, right, because the char 20 data element I have taken, okay, for the I_fruit. That's why from there it's taken. I just want to write it over here, something like fruit. Okay, and here so this is now your label. Okay, and this is the input value. Here the sunken box will certainly work. Okay, so how? Because here we are going to give some value. So one each for the sunken box, right? And binding, if you go and check the binding, automatically for this fruit, you can see that automatically this binding with the I_fruit has been done, because I have dragged from left and put over here in this particular area. Okay, save it and copy this one, copy this and paste it one more time. I'm just three text field I have created. So I'm just trying to select it and put it in a alignment. I want to align it. So I have aligned it over here. Now this is the fruits, and the fruit value will come. This is the field, and the field sunken box I have choose for the one. For another, I'm going to choose the underline, and for this one I'm going to choose the solid box. And if you choose the none, no border, nothing will come. So let me show you this one also. Okay, come over here and give this as a none. So all four I have taken it over here. If you want to mark it just to understand over here that what kind of appearance I have selected. So sunken box SB I have written, and here is double click, it will give you the option to edit. So fruit, and here the underline, so UL I'm giving over here. And now for this solid box, so I'm giving SB, and now for this I'm giving none. Okay, and we will see how the output is appearing now. So activate this one and now press F8. So we are just focusing now on the fundamentals. Once our fundamental is going to be strong, we'll create one purchase order from scratch. Okay, using all this concept. So click on the CS button, give this value over here banana, and run this, give LP01 and print preview. So here you can see that this is a sunken box, right? SB means sunken box. You can see that it is looking like it's going to be sink inside this, right? Banana. It has been inside this particular box. Here it's underline. You can see that underline is coming over here, right? So for this, the text field it's working. For text, I don't know why it's not working. I think at least underline should work, right? And here this banana, this solid box is there. You can see that from all around four corners this banana has been surrounded when we have selected the solid box, and when we have selected none, nothing is coming over here. So fine, it's straightforward. So like that we'll have to do the experiment for different fields. Text field we are having over here all the different fields, like we can go to the object and we can check it what are the different option we are having. Okay, so palettes and objects, shift F7, right? So these are the object, and here if we select that, it's giving you the different types. You can see that there are so many types: the text field, numeric field, decimal, button, email, submit button, HTTP submit button. So like that you can just check. I think for all these button and all this appearance, maybe for some of the button you might not get the appearance, right? So that you can, for radio button, the appearance is there, but in the different way it's coming, right? None, solid, square. So based upon the type, this appearance will come. Now the button style, what this button style is going to be look like. It's a radio button. So for the radio button, default check circle. Do you want to put into the circle? Yes, if you want to put into the circle, it will come like circle. If you want to put like cross, it will come in the cross. So you can see there's so many options are there for the radio button. Square, right? So you can just copy and paste with the different option, and you can check how it's going to look into. Okay, so this is how we can create, how we can check the like what are the different available formats are there, right? Now suppose if you want to create a table. Okay, suppose if you want to create a table, how we can create a table in this? For that, it's easy to create the table. Let's go to the, so we require to have the data first. So what we'll go inside this interface, go into the change, and we will first prepare the data. Okay, so either you can get the data from the driver program, okay, or here in this Adobe form interface itself you can populate the data. So what I want to do, I want to populate some value based upon the purchase order. Okay, so I will get one import parameter. Just click on this plus button and here give the arm underscore VBELN. Actually EBELN for the purchase order, that is for the BBELN for the sales order. Here EBELN, and now this is my importing purchase order parameter. This we can pass from the driver program. Okay, so we will see that how we can develop the driver program and all, but currently we will just pass the value. When we'll run here itself, we'll pass the value. Okay, now we require one internal table also to store the information, right? So if you go and check /S11 EKPO, press F7. So I want to populate ABLN, EBLP, and let's suppose I want to populate AEDAT. These three fields I want to populate first, second, and this AEDAT third, or maybe Matner, one more. 4 field I want to populate. Okay. So I need to create one a structure, one table type. So go to AC11. Okay, we need to create this one. Why we need to create? Because that is required. The reason behind that is actually, you know, if you want to put into the global data here, only the data dictionary type is accepted. Local type is not permitted over here. Okay, so for the local type here directly not, but here you have this types option. You have, we can use it over here. Okay, that is possible like in the smart form. Here directly we don't have any option. Here if you want to use the type assignment and all, you know, that data dictionary only we can use. For the local type which you want to use inside this code initialization and form and all these types, we can use it over here. So this is the thing. Yeah, now it's fine. Okay. Okay, so let's go and create one table type with the field which we require. Go to AC11 and here prepare Z PO item, something like this. I want to get the detail of the PO item. Data type, Control V. I want to create a table type. Copy this, click on this create button and select this table type, click on this OK. Line type, I will give like ZTS, and here also just save it. Item information, double click over here, yes. The structure, click on this OK, and item info. Save it. Global object, and here we'll give the component. So what component we want? So from here also something like you can get it. Okay, some option will be there. I need to check that, and let's give quickly from here. Now just go and EBELN EBELP, right? EBELN EBELP EBELN. This type EBELN EBELP and types EBLP and Matner. Okay, Matner and types Matner, and one more is there AEDAT, right? AEDAT types AEDAT. Okay, save it, check it, and some error is there. Component type domain used not active or not exist. Okay, let's see what is the domain. What is the data element? PAEDT. Actually, this is the correct one. Now it's fine. Okay, just save it and check the syntax. Activate this one, and now it is fine. Okay, so let me activate this one, go back, and we'll activate this table type also. So table type also got activated. Copy this table type. Okay, go to this Adobe form interface. Let me close the unnecessary session. Now this also I'll close. Go to SFP once again, and I'll go into the change mode, and here click on this plus. So IM underscore EBELN type EBELN. Fine. Global data, click on this plus button. IT underscore PO item type, and the type name I have just created JTT PO item. I've given this one. Check now. As of now, it's fine. Go to the code initialization and here write a subroutine. So perform get data, okay, or populate PO information. Populate PO information. Okay. So this subroutine, this is the subroutine. This subroutine you have to write inside this form routines. Here, not permitted. Here you can write perform, if else, that is fine. But if you want to write the subroutine, better to write over here. Okay. So Control V, form, full stop, and end form. So this form routines is a section to write the subroutine. Here I'm writing the subroutine. What is my subroutine over here? Select the three fields. It was there, right? The three fields. It was there. What is that field? I just missed that one. So it was EBELN, and then we were having EBELP, then Machner, and then AEDAT. From EKPO into table. What is the table name? The table name which I have just defined, ITPO info. ITPO item, I think. Okay. So let's check this table name, global data, ITPO item actually. Copy this and I will paste it over here. Okay. So Control V. So this is my internal table. Now it's populating over here. One more thing what you can also do, here you have the import parameter, right? Here you have the import parameter, here you have the output parameter. So here you can add that the value which is supplying from here. So what value I am supplying from here? The value which I am supplying, that is the IT_PO item. I require to have this value outside. However, this is not required at this point of time, but it's better like if you are going to if you have some variable or some internal table or something like that, and if you are going to use that one in some another like in a smart home also, if you remember, right, if you are going to use some variable, we put that one into the input parameter, and if you are going to get out some variable from the from the code, then we put in the output parameters. Okay, so this is how we do. So sometimes it works without putting over here also, and sometimes it does not work. In that case you must have to give it. Okay, so here go to the form, and in where condition I will give one a where condition where EBELN equals to IM_EBELN. So whatever the purchase order will be coming corresponding to that purchase order, we are going to display this information into this internal table. Just save it. Okay, so this is your import parameter. So better to give it. Sometimes it will not give error, sometimes it will give error, so not sure in which case it will give the error or not. So better to give it over here. Okay, it's unknown, so no issue. Let's go and check in import parameter. It's IM_EBELN. Let's see if I'm giving the same IM_EBELN. It's same, right? Then what is the problem? Go to this form. Here also IM_EBELN. Okay, so let's remove. It's telling that if I'm going to define over here, then like in input parameter, it's telling we are supposed to give. It's not accepting here. I'm going to remove this. Just save it. Check the syntax now. Field M underscore EVLN is unknown. It is neither in one of the specified table nor defined by a data statement or data statement. What happened? M underscore EVELN. Come to this import. I'll copy this and I'll paste it. Copy this and paste it over here. And
yeah, because I think data element it is wrong. I think whatever you declare, I think we have to EBL we underscore VA we have to give. I think check the data element.
okay, okay, slash
You,
O.
or else give EKQ hyphen EBLN.
Okay. So EVLN is there, no? EVLN data element is EVLN only, right? EVLN data element is EVLN. So it's fine. Data element we can give. We can also give like this EKPO hyphen EVLN. That is possible, but why it's not taking? It is neither in one of the specified by a data statement. See, it's fine. Just go back. Actually, server is also very slow. No problem. Global data. This is my import parameter. If it's import parameter, here the code initialization. Let's try to give once more time over here. Underscore EBLN. Just save it and check the syntax. Field again it's giving the same error. Field IM underscore EVELN is unknown. It is neither in one of the specified tables nor defined by a data element.
Pankaj, and using parameters for perform statement. Perform statement using parameters and changing parameters.
Where? Here.
Perform statement yes. I underscore PBL.
Okay, yes, yes.
Parameter also.
Yes, you were right because it's the import parameter, right? Okay. So write it over here. IM underscore EVELN. Okay. And here also you'll have to write this using over here. Okay. IM underscore EVELN. Fine. So now it should be fine. Check the syntax. Thanks, Shiva. Why it is not taking, actually if you would have used this one as a global data, then it will take in that case. Okay. Because it's global. I'm using this as a IM underscore EVLN import parameter, and because it's the import parameter, it's expecting here to give this value. Okay. So now as a parameter, it's coming over here, and that's why the error is not coming. Okay, so go to this code initialization once again. Here the input parameter, though we have not given it, still not an issue. It's better to give. Okay, arm underscore EBELN. Okay, just save it, check the syntax, activate this one, activate it, and now it is activated. Now go to that form, click on this change mode. So float value one we have seen, right? So table, actually we are going to look into the table now. So click on this table demo, and here the interface. This is the interface. The same interface you can see here in the third Adobe form I'm using. right? So the reusability is very a big factor over here. Reusability is very big factor over here in the Adobe form. Very big advantage over here. Now, what is my requirement? Based upon this EBELN, I want to populate the data, right? So already code I have written. Just I want to display this field on the output screen and this global data field over there. So this both should be there in this context, then only we can utilize this variable, otherwise not. So drag and drop it over here. Okay, so this internal table has come, IT underscore p item, and this import parameter also has come over here. Okay, now click on this layout. Okay, and go to the data view, and here this IM underscore EBLN, just drag and drop over here. Automatically most of the things will be done. Right, so this will be for the purchase order. Let me increase its size a bit. So just a second. Yeah, now it's fine. Purchase order, I have written it over here, and corresponding to this purchase order, the very simple way to the populate the table, simply just drag and drop it over here. Okay, so it is giving this particular pop-up because here it's not getting the space. That's why it's giving that particular pop-up. Let me do one thing. I will just use that option, and I will put over here. Just a second. Sorry. Okay, so here actually just put it towards left, and now it looks okay. Purchase order, if you want you can change it. Purchase order, here item, here the material number, right? Material number, and here changed up, and here the purchase order will come. Okay, so this is how it is coming, and just I'm trying to format little bit so it will look better. Okay, so purchase order, this is my purchase order, and now this is the table. It will display the data. So automatically the binding and all has taken place. So you can see here I'm just double clicking over here, go to the binding. Okay, and with EBELN, this particular field has been binded. Okay, so the item, if you just double click on the item, you can see that EBELP automatically field has been binded. So if you drag and drop, you don't have to bother about the binding. Okay, so you can see that Matner, the Matner has been, and here also that last field also has been binded. So these things you will have to do. If you use the table manually, if you go to the palette and then the object library, right, and if you use the table from there, so from here also we can use the table. You see the table is there, right, but manually you will have to go and bind the value. Okay, fine. Now just save it and check the syntax, and so many warning is coming, we can ignore, there is no issue. Activate this one, activate this, and now it got activated. See here, it's in active status. Press effect and click on this yes button, give the IBELN, the value which exists over there, /o SC16N EKPO, and here press effect. So we'll take some purchase order from here which is having the multiple value, so that we'll be able to see, right? So what I will do, that I will do the sorting on this, and let us see if I'm having some value. So yeah, this 36 so none of the purchase order. Yeah, here we have the 2, right? 46 number. So let's copy this and paste it over here. And fruit one, if you want, you can remove now. This is not required. Okay, but the interface you will have to check, right? You have to check if this fruit is getting used in some another program, and the same interface is being used in some another program also. Then we are not supposed to delete, right? Because another program will get impacted. Or else you create your own interface if you don't want to have the fruit and all. Okay. So it's telling to give the fruit value. I'm just giving some dummy value. Click on the save button and give that LP01 over here. Click on this print preview, and here you can see the purchase order is coming, right? And the purchase order, item, material number changed on, right? Nicely this data is populated. If you have more data also, it will populate. Okay, so this is how you can populate the data in the table. So easy, right? Very easy to populate the data into the table, right? If you compare with a smartphone and all, right?
One doubt.
Yeah.
If we have more data, it will go to next page. No? In this case, how it will go to next page in this?
Yeah, so if you have the more data, that case we will take that one. In this case, if you have the more data, probably it will not go. Okay.
Okay.
Here we are having only the 2-line item, it will go. But generally, if you see here, if you just see here, just select here. Select this. I'm actually trying to select this one. I'm not able to select. Just a second. Data mining. Yeah. So go to the table, right? And this object here, actually one option will come, and that option will be the float option or a static option. Two kind of option will be there. So I'm trying to select, but it's not working properly. Yeah, now it's fine. And row shading, pagination, binding. Actually, under the object, one content option should come, and there the flow option should come. So I'm just trying to get that option. No, now it's not coming. Okay, we'll see that one. I will discuss in detail, like if you have the more items, how you can get it displayed. But here on the first page, at least you will get the item.
Okay.
For example, I will show you here. Suppose you are going to get some 20 fields. Okay, you are going to get some 20 fields, independent of this EVLN and all, right? So just you can understand that you are now not supplying the EVLN, or even though you are supplying, I'm going to remove this where condition, and I'm going to get some up to 100 rows. In this case, there is a probability that it will not go on the second page. Let's go and try to check. On that part, I will show you how we can get it on the second page and all. So just go back and go to the form. Go to the form over here, and now you are having the more data, right? So already the coding and all is there. We have not changed anything, right? Press F8 and EVLN this time just to give some value over here. In where condition I have just commented, right? But we have to give some value. Just press F8. It should display that 100, item. Let us see if it is displaying or not. Only one page is displaying, right? Only one page is displaying, and this is not the 100 actually. If you just count it, you can see the print preview document 1 of 1. If you just count it, you will get only 25 or 30, something like that. It's not 100. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. 28, only 28 it is showing. So on the single page, whatever it's accommodating, that much only it's coming. More than that, it's not coming. It's all the 100 records, it's not coming. It's coming in the A4 size paper, and whatever the field it's accommodating, that much only displaying. So if you want to, if you have the more data, and if you want to go into the second page, third page, fourth page, like that, where to do, how to do, that part we will see. In the smart form, if you are going to develop any table in the main window, automatically it will be flown to the next page. Here, how to do, that part we will see in the coming classes. Okay. So today we will stop it over here. So in today what we have learned, that how to bind the value in a string field. Then we have seen like how to populate the table, right? How we can create the like subroutine, how we can get the import parameter, right? So this part we have seen. We have to see so many things. Driver program also we have to develop. But before that, just let's look into this layout part. It will take some 5, 6, 7, or because we are going to discuss in more details, so it may take some more time. In JavaScript also it may take some more classes. Okay, so some basic JavaScript will first learn, and then after we'll see that how with the help of JavaScript we can put the validation on the Adobe form, right? And dynamically we can hide the field, or we can enable the field, right, with the help of JavaScript. Like with the help of JavaScript we can do so many things in the Adobe form. Okay, that we will see. Fine, then let's stop over here. If you have any question related with today's class, please feel free to ask, or else we'll stop our session over here and we will meet in the next class. Any question?
Thank you.
Okay, Shiva. Thank you. Thank you everyone for today. Yeah, thank you, Pankaj. Thanks. Bye-bye.